In the previous module, you've learned how to troubleshoot SSIS packages. In this module, you will learn how to administer them. We will learn about the SSIS catalog, how to deploy packages to the package catalog, and how to configure the packages and the service. Let's first see how to create and configure the SSIS catalog. One of the most significant differences between the previous versions of SSIS and SQL Server 2012 is the introduction of SSIS catalog. This SSIS catalog was introduced in SSIS 2012. The SSIS catalog only applies for those who are in the project deployment model and gives you many new features for administering and configuring the packages. It also enables you to run packages in T-SQL or through PowerShell. Behind the scenes, a catalog is simply a database where your packages are stored and configured. And as these packages are run, it stores operational information about the packages run and other errors. Because the packages are in a database called SSIS-DB, much of their management can be done through T-SQL or PowerShell, that is, in addition to the normal way of managing them, which is through Management Studio. You can have only one catalog per database instance. The easiest way to create the SSIS catalog and its accompanying database is with Management Studio. Let's see how to do that. Let's go to Management Studio and let's connect to the database engine. Pick your server name and click on Connect. Let's right-click on the Integration Services Catalogs and let's say Create Catalog. Let's type in a password in the password area. And let's make sure that the Enable CLR integration is checked. Let's click on OK. Now let's expand Integration Services Catalogs, and as you can see, a new catalog has been created. Once the catalog is created, you can then configure it. One of the catalog's jobs is to store operational log data about your package's execution, like errors, warnings, and duration. By default, the catalog will store 365 days of history, which may be far too much for most environments. And as you deploy packages, there is a version control system in the catalog. By default, 10 versions of your project are kept in case of a problem, but you can change that using the catalog properties. So, let's change the properties of the catalog that we just created. Right-click, go to Properties, and like we discussed, the retention periods is 365 days. Let's change it to 30, and also the maximum number of versions per project to 20. Click on OK. Apart from setting these properties for the catalog, you can also use folders. In the catalog, folders are containers for multiple projects, just like a solution is in Visual Studio. Let's say that you have a project with many subject areas like HR, Finance, and Inventory. You can create a folder called Data Warehouse and deploy all the projects for each subject area into that central folder. Let's see how to create folders in the catalog. To create a folder, you can simply right-click and click on Create Folder, and let's say Data Warehouse, and click on OK. Let's expand the catalog, and as you can see, the folder that we've just created appears under the catalog. You cannot deploy an SSIS project in the project deployment model without a folder first being created. Security permissions can also be shared among any projects in a folder. So, now that we have learned how to create and configure the SSIS catalog, let's see how to deploy packages to the package catalog.